Someday we'll get paid for this.
Drinking again.
Here we are at Oscar's, Center City, Philadelphia, a legend, dive bar in the best possible sense. And what would any bar be without a bartender? Say hello to Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Tanya Harrison Frontier. That's a pretty fancy name for a dive bartender. Tanya, by the way, congratulations. Glad I don't have anything less to do today. The Long Island, what is it? The Long Island?
Iced tea?
Iced tea. Why Long Island? Do we know? Do we know why Long Island?
I have no clue. I just know how to make them.
Is that right? Which of course is all that matters.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been tending bar?
I've been tending bar about 12 years, 10 years here.
10 years or 12 years altogether?
Yeah.
Now, what is 12 years in dive bar years?
Like
how much
50.
Is that? Like 50?
Yeah.
There is a formula for doing that. Tell me about Oscar's. What, in your mind, what sort of distinguishes it from other bars?
Price.
Is that right, really?
I think part of it is price in Center City and clientele. We have a good mix of people, we have lawyers with art school kids sitting next to them, all different cultures. So I think that kind of...
listen, price is very important in the economy we're in anyway.
Yes.
It's the kind of place where you can actually spend a night drinking and not have to take out a second loan, which is nice. But the thing you said about the clientele is really interesting. Tell me about that mix, because most people are familiar with going to places that are kind of, homogenized. They're all the same kind of people. This is not the case here, huh?
No. I guess because of location, there's a lot of businesses and there's a lot of schools. And so people just feel comfortable. They're just walking down the street. Now there's more businesses on the street that you just get a good mix. And everyone's pretty friendly. Like if you sit down at a table, most likely by the end of the night, you're best friends with the person next to you and you're drinking with them.
But it's not always like that, right?
No, not always, but I think the majority of the time it is like that.
Can you imagine tending bar in a different situation, in a kind of, I don't know how to want to say this, a more upscale kind of thing, or is this kind of your groove?
This is kind of more my groove. I'm kind of feisty. And being in an environment like this, I can kind of get away with my feistiness, where in an upscale place, I think that if I told someone to go fuck themselves, it really wouldn't work out too well. So
right. There's this sort of myth, or not, I don't know if it's a myth, but a characterization of the bartender as the philosopher behind the bar. The bartender who always has sort of the sage advice. You're not like that, are you?
No, I don't. No.
If a guy comes to the bar,
I'm more the cocky kind of like sit down, shut up, and drink.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. The bartender who looks at the guy who's got a problem and maybe wants to unload on somebody. You're mostly inclined to saying, "What are you drinking?"
Right. It depends. I mean, we have our regulars that I do. I don't want to, come across as like I don't care, but majority of the people,
They're here to do what? They're here to drink?
They're here to drink.
Drink and hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
And besides the Long Island, whatever this is.
Iced tea, oh boy.
Yeah, well, I'm,
Vitamins, you're getting your vitamins.
No, I'm doing the best I can under the circumstances. It's beers, what? Philly's a great beer town, right? But what else are they drinking?
Beer, well, we're mostly known for our beer. Our domestics are $3.50 for 23 ounces. So that's a pretty good bargain.
Yeah.
Shots, so we're more of a beer and shot bar.
Beer and shot thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanya, for those who don't know, Oscar's is right in the middle of town. 15th and 16th, right on Sands.
Correct, right in Center City.
And your hours of operation and all that stuff?
We open at 11 a.m. until 2 a.m. every day.
Wow. Sundays as well?
Sundays we open at 5 o'clock until close.
So that length of time, you get the working folks, and you get a lot of the students who come here and hang all night. Give me, in the time we have left, because after all, we only have a certain amount of time. Lots of people once come through the door. Some of them arrive in strange conditions. Tell me about the guy who lost his bike or something and thought you stole it?
Oh, so there was a man in here who, he was drinking, and I had to cut him off because he was kind of leaning into people and talking, so I was like, you gotta go. So he comes back, you know, and he starts accusing me of stealing his bike. So he's like, my bike was outside and now it's missing. And I was like, well, if it's gone, I can't really help you with that. So he leaves and he comes back again, and he comes back with no pants on. And so the waitress,
Really?
I'm behind the bar, the waitress is, you know, out there, he's standing, you know, near the front door, and she's like, sir, please pull your pants up. And he's like, my bike was outside, you little bitch, and now it's gone. And I was like, I can't help you. If someone stole your bike, it can only get stolen once, you know, like. So we finally get him out after all this. It was like a big ordeal. It took like 6 guys to be like, come on, let's go, let's go. He comes back like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, I came to apologize. I found my bike. It's around the corner. I locked it around the corner.
It was next to my pants.
Yeah, yeah, next to his pants, yes, so.
Tanya, Oscars. This is drinking again. Tanya, thanks.
Thank you.
You're one of those hyphenated people, like, already I'm annoyed.
Really?
Well, I mean, there's a guy who saved you from the name Frontier.
No, it saved me from Harrison.
Oh, he said, see, I don't understand
so that, you know,
how it works.
I'm spicing his name up.
Well, you sound like a law firm.
Do
from
I?
Quebec, as a matter of fact.